two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Lady!
Come on, let's go.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie sixth-rounder from Maryland. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Easy!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Set! 180!
Mark 37. Focus, defense, focus.
And middle.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
20.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Double right.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 15. Check
6-6. Bullet high.
Begin.
Now a handoff. Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stafford now to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Set. Yellow lady.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 22.
Switch.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This is Howard on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, it's Howard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Hey, keep it up.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Wentz. This is caught. And he's brought down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run. That's soft, baby. That's big soft. Watch it.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. It's been a long day for you. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
On 2nd down, Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give left side to Howard. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Number 53, Mike 53. Cross the pass.
Two jet.
Check, 53.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
You ready?
Sunday, Sunday!
Get that ball! Get that ball! 53's the mic. 53's the
Working from the gun. Wentz. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Third down and 18.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53. Ready? Hey, Delta. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 20
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Under 10. Under 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check the call, check the call. Mike 28, Mike 28. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Hey, kill. Hey, force don't kill.
Check the out, check the out.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz now on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he's going to go down again. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. $14 all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down.
Hey, echo.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Set. 280.
Let's go, let's go.
Easy alert.
51 to Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Get the ball. Mike 50.
Play action. Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go at him.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Watch the screen. Pass.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-White. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are back within a score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. To throw is Wentz. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
It's going to be a long...
Man 5-7.
It's going to be a long...
Play action. Now Wentz. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 50, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, give me your radar.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's got his man. It's Curse. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready? Waiting.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Look behind.
Stafford looks to throw again. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spins by. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Space to maneuver at the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside hand.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Lady!
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Watch safety creep. Stay 50.
Safety's creeping. He's coming.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, 54. 58, right over there. Hey, orbit. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford airing one deep for Curse. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Curse, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and the Eagles are in for 6. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Elliott good on the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. The 30, 20. A big run there by Johnson, 51 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert!
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Second and 10 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Set. Waiting.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Easy. Hey, 5-0.
Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, exit.
28, Mike, 28. Watch the curve.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Check back.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Arcega right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st down, Wentz. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30. And the Lions first down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you and I, we just looked at each other, kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out. And that didn't happen.